Chocolate is the most famous in Australia. It's not just a snack. It's emotional. It's childhood lunchboxes, birthday parties, Christmas stockings, road trips, late night cravings, comfort after a long day. Australians grow up believing one simple thing, that the chocolate they buy is real chocolate, that it's made from cocoa, milk, cocoa butter, and just a few honest ingredients. But here's a truth most people never stop to question. A huge amount of chocolate sold in Australia today is not real chocolate anymore. It looks like chocolate. It snaps like chocolate. It melts in your mouth like chocolate. But ingredient-wise, it's often nothing more than sugar, vegetable fat, flavoring, and cocoa substitutes, carefully engineered to taste sweet, not rich. This isn't an accident. It's cheaper. It lasts longer on shelves. And most people don't read labels. Today, we're exposing 5 fake Australian chocolates you must avoid. Not because chocolate is bad, but because these products are far removed from what chocolate is supposed to be. And stay until the end, because the number one isn't even legally chocolate at all. Yet millions of Australians eat it every single week. Let's begin. Fake chocolate number 5, Cadbury Dairy Milk, modern Australian version. Cadbury Dairy Milk is one of the most iconic chocolates in Australia. For decades, it symbolized creaminess, quality, and rich cocoa flavor. Older generations remember it tasting very different. That's because it was different. What changed? The recipe has slowly evolved, not for quality, but for cost and mass production. What makes it fake today? First, lower cocoa content. Traditional chocolate relied heavily on cocoa solids and cocoa butter. Modern dairy milk relies far more on sugar. Second, sugar dominance. Sugar now overwhelms the flavor profile. Instead of tasting cocoa first, you taste sweetness. Third, vegetable fats. Instead of relying solely on cocoa butter, vegetable fats are added to. Cut costs. Control melting. Standardize texture. Fourth, flavor engineering, rather than natural cocoa depth. Flavorings are used to simulate richness. Why this matters? Real chocolate should have depth, complexity, slight bitterness, a slow, satisfying melt. Modern dairy milk tastes overly sweet, flat, melts too fast, leaves no cocoa aftertaste. These are classic signs of reduced cocoa quality. Verdict: still nostalgic, but no longer traditional chocolate. Fake chocolate number 4, Nestle Smarties. Smarties are marketed as fun chocolate, especially for kids. But nutritionally and structurally, they're closer to candy than chocolate. Why Smarties are mostly fake? First, extremely thin chocolate layer. The chocolate is just a coating. The majority of the product is sugar. Second, hard sugar shell. That colorful shell? Pure sugar with coloring agents. Third, artificial colors. Those bright reds, blues, and greens don't exist naturally in food. Fourth, low cocoa quality. Highly processed cocoa with minimal flavor contribution. Why this is a problem? Parents believe their children are eating chocolate. In reality, they're eating sugar pellets with a hint of chocolate. This creates blood sugar spikes, hypersweet taste conditioning, reduced appreciation for real food. Verdict: fun packaging, minimal chocolate. Fake chocolate number 3, Cherry Ripe, Cadbury. Cherry Ripe is often described as an Australian classic, but ingredient-wise, it's one of the most misleading bars on supermarket shelves. Why it's not real chocolate? First, very little chocolate. The outer coating is thin and low in cocoa quality. Second, sugar-heavy coconut filling. The center is mostly sugar, vegetable fat, processed coconut. Third, artificial cherry flavor. There are no real cherries, just flavoring. Fourth, vegetable oils instead of cocoa butter. This alters mouthfeel, melting behavior, nutritional value. Why this matters? Cherry Ripe looks like a chocolate bar, but behaves like a dessert candy. It spikes blood sugar quickly, melts unevenly, lacks cocoa richness. Verdict: iconic branding. Candy disguised as chocolate. Fake chocolate number 2, Aurelia milk and fill bars, select variants. Aurelia is often seen as premium and Australian-owned. And to be fair, some of their dark chocolates are better. But many milk and fill bars fall into the fake category. What makes some Aurelia bars fake? First, high sugar percentage. Sugar often outweighs cocoa ingredients. Second, palm oil and fillings, used to extend shelf life and control texture. Third, compound chocolate coatings. Some products use chocolate-flavored coating instead of real chocolate. Fourth, texture engineering. Smoothness comes from processing, not cocoa quality. Why this is important? Premium packaging can trick consumers into assuming premium ingredients. But packaging isn't nutrition. Verdict: some good products, many misleading ones. Fake chocolate number 1, compound chocolate, sold in Australian supermarkets. This is the biggest deception of all. These products are often sold as cooking chocolate, chocolate melts, baking chocolate, choc chips, but many are not chocolate. Why this is the worst offender? First, no cocoa butter. Cocoa butter is replaced with palm oil or vegetable fat. Second, artificial chocolate flavor. No natural cocoa complexity. Third, waxy texture. Doesn't melt or snap like real chocolate. Fourth, legal loophole. Classified as compound coating, but marketed like chocolate. Why this matters? Millions of Australians bake with this every year, believing it's chocolate. It's not. Verdict: the fakest chocolate on the market. How to spot fake chocolate. Always check the ingredient list. Red flags: vegetable fat instead of cocoa butter, palm oil, chocolate-flavored wording, sugar listed first, very low cocoa percentage, waxy mouthfeel, zero bitterness. If you see these, it's fake chocolate. What real chocolate should look like? Real chocolate should contain cocoa mass, cocoa butter, milk for milk chocolate, minimal ingredients. It should have rich aroma, slow melt, slight bitterness, lingering cocoa flavor. Less ingredients equals better chocolate. Chocolate itself isn't bad. Fake chocolate is. Many chocolates sold in Australia today are ultra-processed, sugar-dominant, filled with vegetable fats, low in real cocoa, engineered for sweetness, not quality. By avoiding these 5 fake Australian chocolates, you can reduce sugar intake, avoid unnecessary palm oil, enjoy richer flavor, eat smaller portions, actually enjoy chocolate again. If you want videos on best real chocolates to buy in Australia, dark chocolate versus fake dark chocolate, worst supermarket snacks, hidden sugar in everyday foods, comment yes, and I'll make it next. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Protect Australia Plates. This is Protect Australia Plates, giving you the truth behind everyday foods so you can take control of your health.